Heartbreak doesn't just break your heart, it shatters the version of you that trusted too much, hoped too high, and loved too deeply. But what if this pain was the spark for your greatest transformation? Heartbreak isn't just an emotional experience, it's a journey that starts with shock, then spirals into confusion, and finally, transforms into strength. It feels like the end of everything you thought you knew. But here's the secret. Heartbreak doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to wake you up. We all know the pain of seeing a relationship crumble, the disillusionment, the confusion, the tears. You want to call them back, to fix what was broken. But the truth is, what's broken needed to be shattered so that something better could emerge, something you never imagined. The day it ended, you could feel the weight of finality in the air. It wasn't dramatic, no. It was just that one message, one conversation that seemed so casual, so matter-of-fact. They were leaving, but it didn't make sense. How could everything you built together just disappear in an instant? In the aftermath, nothing felt real. The songs you once loved now stabbed at your chest, the familiar spots you visited together, places that once felt like home, now felt foreign. Everything that used to hold meaning now felt like a painful reminder of what you lost. And yet, as you grieved, the world kept turning. They were moving on, laughing, living their life, and you were left to pick up the pieces. But even in the emptiness, there's a lesson. The world doesn't stop when your heart breaks. It doesn't stop because you're hurting. It keeps moving, and that's the first truth of healing. You have to keep moving too. For a while, you felt numb. Your emotions felt like a distant echo. You weren't crying anymore, you were just existing. The pain didn't hurt the same, but it didn't go away either. During this time, you start looking inward. You start to see things you didn't notice before. In that space of emptiness, you look in the mirror and realize something terrifying. You were so wrapped up in them that you lost sight of who you were. How many times did you silence your own needs to avoid conflict? How many times did you stay up late comforting them while neglecting your own emotions? How many of your dreams did you bury to keep their dreams alive? This pain, it's the mirror of your lost self. It's showing you where you abandoned yourself in the process of loving someone else. And that's when the shift starts. You can't unsee it. You can't erase the truth that you gave so much and received so little. It's a harsh realization, but it's also the beginning of something powerful. The decision to rebuild, not for them, but for you. At some point, something starts to change. It's subtle at first. You stop checking your phone as soon as you wake up. You stop replaying conversations in your head, wishing for a different outcome. You start living in the present instead of wishing for the past. Healing isn't loud, it doesn't announce itself. It's in the quiet moments, the ones where you choose to take care of yourself instead of looking for answers in someone who can't give them. Healing is a quiet promise that you make to yourself, one decision at a time. You begin to do things for you. You stop putting others first, and you start seeing your worth again. You find joy in the small things, those little acts of self-love that you once ignored. It's a journey of self-rediscovery. Now here's the surprising part. The person you were before the heartbreak, they didn't need to survive. That version of you was based on someone else. The relationship was built on giving everything, only to be left with nothing. But the truth is, you were never meant to stay in that version. You were meant to evolve. You're not the same person who went through the breakup. You're not the same person who allowed yourself to be treated poorly. You're a version of yourself that has been through the fire and come out stronger, sharper, and more aware of your worth. You've realized that love is not about being chosen. It's about choosing yourself first. Here's the most powerful realization. You don't need them to complete you. You are complete. You were always complete. You are worthy of love. Not because someone gives it to you, but because you are love. The best part? You'll love again. But it won't be from a place of need. It won't be from a place of desperation or loneliness. It will be from overflow. Because you have learned to love yourself enough that anything else is just an addition, not a necessity. So, if you're still in the storm, hang on. If you're still feeling lost and empty, know that this isn't the end of your story, it's only the beginning. Heartbreak is a lesson, not a life sentence. It's the process of breaking apart so you can put yourself back together, stronger, wiser, and more whole than before. And one day you'll look back and you'll say, "Thank you for leaving." Not because it didn't hurt, but because in the end, you found yourself. You found your power. You found your worth. If you're in the middle of healing, I want you to take a moment and appreciate yourself. You've come further than you realize. Keep going, because your story isn't over yet. Hit like if you believe you're stronger than you know. Subscribe to the channel and share this message with someone who needs it today. Remember, you are not alone. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of respect, and you are worthy of yourself.